Some of my students with only 200 followers have gotten paid brand deals. Your follower count does not matter. Soon you'll be able to get paid sponsorships like this. In this video, I'm going to show you some hacks on how you can be discovered by brands to get paid brand deals, even with a small following on Instagram. The first hack is to use hashtags that the brand is following. In order to find this, you have to go to the brand's Instagram page, and we're just going to use Fashion Nova as an example. So let's just type in Fashion Nova, then click on their following list at the top right, and then under that we have hashtags at the very top. And so you can see that they're only following 3 hashtags in here. There's hashtag Fashion Nova Curve, hashtag Nova Babe, and hashtag Fashion Nova. So if you want to work with Fashion Nova, you want to use these 3 hashtags in all of your posts. But your post has to be related to fashion, or better yet, you actually buy Fashion Nova clothes and tag these hashtags in your posts. Now, when you use these hashtags on your post, it will give you a higher chance of showing up on the brand's Instagram page, their feed page, or their explore page. This is important because when brands are looking for influencers to work for their brand, they're going to go to Instagram to find the influencers to work for them. When I worked in corporate, my job was to find influencers that would be a perfect fit for a brand, and where I looked for influencers was on Instagram. So I know exactly what the brands are looking for and where they're looking for influencers because I used to be in that position myself. The second tip is to find brands already working with influencers. You can do this by finding influencers who are in the same niche as you. All you have to do is type in your niche keywords into the search bar and you'll have a list of influencers who are in the same niche as you. If you notice an influencer that uses the hashtag sponsored or hashtag ad in a lot of their posts, you can reach out to the brands that they're working with. This tells you that the brand is open to working with influencers at this time, so this gives you a higher chance of being able to work with that brand. It's similar to a person pursuing someone who is already in a relationship versus someone who is single and ready to mingle and is going on a lot of dates. The brands that are actively working with influencers are the ones that are single and ready to mingle and ready to work with a lot of other influencers as well. The third tip is to apply to the brand's website. Some brands have specific areas on their websites where you can apply to be their brand ambassador. Look out for keywords such as collaborations, influencers, work with us, or brand ambassador. There's usually a little message area where you can write some information about yourself. You want to include important information about you and your brand and why the brand will benefit from working with you. If you have a smaller following on Instagram, you have some advantages, and you want to include this in your message. Usually when you have a smaller following on Instagram, your engagement rate is a lot higher than the bigger creators. The other thing that you can consider is that, let's say the brand's target audience is females, and let's say that you have a high percentage of females following you versus males. So you want to include that in your message because this will be a strong selling point, and this might be a reason why a brand wants to work with you over a bigger creator. The fourth tip is to tag the brand in your Instagram posts. If you want to work with a brand, you should genuinely love the brand anyways. So if you have a product from the brand, you should create high quality photos and upload them to your Instagram, tag them in your photos and in your captions and in your Instagram stories. Brands will have social media managers, which is what I did in corporate, checking their Instagram. If they like what you post, they might ask you to become their brand ambassador. Or sometimes they might even repost your photo onto their Instagram, which is also a plus. So those are the 4 tips I have for you to be discovered to get paid brand deals on Instagram, even with a small following. If you have any questions, please leave them below and I'll answer them. For those of you who are more serious about wanting to work with brands to get paid brand deals, I do have a full online course that teaches you everything you need to know about how to pitch to brands and how to negotiate paid brand deals. And you can do this even with a small following. So I'll put the link in the description if you're interested in that, and you can go and check that out.